the Napleton Sports Desk with Sports Director Scott Lepper.
The Rockford Pro Am golf tournament will play out for the 43rd year next Monday at the Alden Golf Club. It'll mark the end of a 30-year run for Judi Sheley as the Pro Am tournament director. It's hard to imagine the Pro Am without Sheley. She's always on top of things the day of the event.
You want to just wait over there and tell my friend Sally.
Even though she's been the director for 30 years, she's been a part of this event from its beginning.
My husband was on the original board. For the first 3 years, I ran the opening and closing ceremonies. Then I ran leaderboard carriers for several years, and then I ran caddies.
For the first several years, the Pro Am director was a different volunteer every year. Sheley did that too at first, but she came to the conclusion that rotating the director every year wasn't in the best interest of the tournament.
You make mistakes, and then you don't have a chance to correct them. Then the next person comes in and makes more mistakes or the same mistakes or something.
A few years later, she was asked to be the director again.
And I said, the only way I'd take it is if you pay me, because it's really a full-time job.
And the job became hers for 3 decades. It's a year-round task organizing the event, lining up volunteers and sponsors, working with beneficiaries, organizing the pairings party, the program the night before the event, the breakfast the morning of it, and the post-event cocktail buffet. Sheley spends a lot of time in the Pro Am office, especially once April comes.
I'm usually in here by 5:30 or 6 every morning.
The work is worth it for all the memories she's accumulated and all the wonderful people she's met.
I thought Nancy Lopez and Lee Trevino, when they were here, they were delightful. I love John Daly. He is the best pro for a crowd of people that I have ever seen. Paul Azinger, I thought, was delightful.
And there were the 2 times Bob Hope appeared at the Pro Am. A woman in town had a connection to Hope, and she said she could probably get him to come to Rockford the first time, but it would probably cost $50,000, way more than the Pro Am could afford.
So another man in town came to my husband and said, let's you and I go to the bank and sign a loan for $25,000 each. I think we'll get it back. Let's just do it. As it ended up, we sold out the Metro Center, so we made a lot of money.
Sheley also has some bad stories from over the years.
But I don't talk about those.
But I did get her to talk about the 2003 Pro Am. That's the year a straight-line windstorm tore through the city and the Forest Hills Golf Club on the Friday before the event, downing trees and scattering limbs and debris all over the golf course. She remembers a conversation she had with a greenskeeper on Saturday morning.
And he said, we're in really bad shape. He said, I just don't know. And I said, okay, let's pretend we can fix it. And let's try. It was a lot of work, but we did it.
Here's perhaps the most interesting part about Judi Sheley. For someone who spends so much time working on golf, she's not a golfer.
I love golf. I watch it on TV every week. I volunteer in all kinds of golf tournaments. I've worked in 4 President's Cups. I love everything about it, except I don't want to play it.
Next year, Sheley will hand the baton of tournament director off to Jordan Zellman. Zellman is an LPGA certified instructor who's employed by the Rockford Park District. Again, the Pro Am will be held this coming Monday at the Alden Golf Club. The gates will open at 7:30 a.m. The event will begin at 8:15 with the best shot contest. Public parking with a shuttle bus will be at First Free Church on the corner of Mulford and Spring Creek Roads. After a rain delay in Pittsburgh, the Cubs and Pirates are playing bowl again.